You know, what makes a story truly great? Sometimes it's the simplest ones that pack the biggest punch. Today, we're going to dive into this short, absolutely hilarious script about a pirate cat and a buffalo. We're going to deconstruct it piece by piece to see what makes it tick. Okay, first things first, let's meet our combatants. In this corner, we have Captain Whiskers. He's all drama, all costume, all tiny plastic ambition. And in the other corner, Bobo the buffalo. He's huge, he's calm, and he is completely, utterly unbothered. Right from the get-go, you can just see this clash of personalities, and that is where all the comedy is going to come from. All right, let's jump right in with part one, a pirate's grand entrance. This is all about how the story, in just a couple of lines, sets up everything we need to know. And what an entrance it is. We get this classic, over-the-top pirate threat. But the delivery system? He's riding in on a robotic vacuum cleaner. It's just pure, ridiculous genius. His grandiosity is immediately framed as completely absurd. So how does our mighty champion respond to this declaration of war? With maybe the most devastatingly simple line in history. Moo! It's not a challenge, it's not fear, it's a question. And just like that, poof, all of Captain Whiskers' dramatic tension just vanishes. And this is a perfect example of a classic technique, the comedy of contrasts. The funny part isn't just that a cat is a pirate. The real humor comes from smashing that epic pirate ambition head first into the boring, calm reality of a buffalo just trying to eat his lunch. So, the contrast is set. Now, for part two, let's look at how the story builds on this with the art of intimidation. This is all about how the dialogue just keeps messing with our expectations. So Captain Whiskers, he doubles down. He pulls out the single most famous pirate threat in the book. He's playing his role perfectly, right? He's setting us up for a moment of real fear. But Bobo doesn't respond with fear. He responds with logic. Simple, undeniable logic. It's just a dead end for our pirate. The threat is completely neutralized by reality itself. How do you even argue with that? And this is so crucial. The comedy is literally being generated by the collision of two completely different worlds. Captain Whiskers is living in the swashbuckling pirate fantasy, while Bobo is firmly planted in, well, bovine reality. Okay, so this brings us to the story's big action scene in part three, a fearsome attack. And what's so brilliant here is how the script builds us up for a climax that is specifically designed not to be climactic at all. And here it is, the big moment of conquest. Whiskers makes his heroic leap. He makes his grand proclamation. I mean, in any other story, this would be the epic turning point of the battle, right? But just look at this massive gap between expectation and reality. Whiskers is expecting a huge struggle. What does he get? Bobo simply observes, "You are very light." His entire attack is dismissed with a calm, factual observation. He's not a conqueror, he's just light. And that's the point. The storyteller's most powerful weapon here isn't a sword, it's anticlimax. By denying us the big fight we think we're going to get, the script delivers a payoff that's way funnier and so much more surprising. But just when it seems like the pirate's plan is a total bust, the power dynamic is about to flip completely. Let's get to part four, the muddy turn of tides, and see how Bobo finally, and pretty much effortlessly, takes control. Oh, the beauty of this revenge is just how simple it is. Whiskers is totally lost in his own fantasy, right? He's cheering, "Forward, mighty steed!" And Bobo? He just does what a buffalo does. He calmly finds a mud puddle and has a nice, gentle roll. Splash. And just like that, our pirate is defeated. No anger, no fight, just mud. And that single splash leads us right into our final section, forging an unlikely crew. Because after all this ridiculous conflict, the story brings it all together for a truly hilarious and kind of heartwarming resolution. So out of the mud comes a negotiation, and the terms are just perfect. Captain Whiskers, always needing to be in charge, frames it as Bobo joining his crew. But Bobo's only demand is a practical one. Do I get grass breaks? The deal is struck. A partnership is born. We're calling this the Grass for Glory Pact. It's the perfect way to describe their new relationship, right? One of them provides the illusion of epic leadership, and the other provides the transportation, but only if there are regularly scheduled snack breaks. So, when we pull it all apart, what's in this storyteller's toolkit? Why does this story work so well? Well, it's that masterclass in the comedy of contrasts. It's constantly subverting what we think is going to happen. All the humor comes directly from who these characters are. And in the end, it's just a simple, satisfying story where both of our hearers kind of get exactly what they want. And this whole thing leaves us with a bigger question to think about. This little story about a cat and a buffalo, it really taps into something much more universal. It makes you wonder, what is it about an unlikely friendship that makes it one of the most powerful and endearing tools in all of storytelling?